Alrighty, trigonometric ratios are sine, cosine, and tangent, where sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse, cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse, and the tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. So for my angle of interest, I have sides. Hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle. The opposite never touches my angle of interest, and my adjacent always touches that angle of interest. So then, sine opposite over the hypotenuse. My cosine has to be that adjacent over the hypotenuse. And then that tangent is the opposite over the adjacent. And you can have the cosecant, secant, and cotangent because you just create 6 side ratios, and they're just the reciprocals of sine, cosine, and tangent. So ways to remember sine, cosine, and tangent are you can use SOHCAHTOA, or I like to remember as a mnemonic, some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid. So how I remember it is this: some old hippie caught another hippie, that's an H, tripping on acid. So I got the sine, cosine, and the tangent, and my ratios are there. So the mnemonic, so the S, O, H stand for sine, C, A, H stands for the cosine, and T, O, A is my tangent. So for this, I have the sine of A, so I circle A. So I got some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid. So there we go. For that, my opposite is H, my hypotenuse is 17, and my adjacent is 15. So that ratio is then 8 over 17. My adjacent is 15. I get 15 over my hypotenuse, which is 17. And then my tangent, which is my opposite, which is 8 over 15. So now I have the cosine, which is just this angle over here. The hypotenuse doesn't change, and then that's my opposite, and then the 8 becomes my adjacent. So my sine is going to be 15 over 17. The cosine is going to be 8 over 17, and my tangent would be 15 over 8. So now if I go here, I got x. The hypotenuse is always across from the right angle, so there's my hypotenuse. Opposite my angle of interest is 36, so that has to be my opposite, and then 27 is my adjacent. So sine, some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid. So my opposite is 36. My hypotenuse is 45, and we're done. Cosine is 27, and my hypotenuse is 45, and we're done. My tangent is 36 over 27, and we're done. So I then can go to angle Y and have that be my angle of interest. Hypotenuse doesn't change. So for that, the opposite is 27. My adjacent is 36. So then sine of Y, 27 over 45. Cosine of Y, 36 over 45. And the tangent of Y, 27 over 36.